Hi everyone, welcome to the RGV 250 rebuild. This is part 9 now, and it's really getting there, as you can see. It's not finished, but you know, I've done quite a bit to it now. So in this part 9, this should be finished. I reckon we'll get it done. Part 10 will be the test ride, so keep an eye on that on my YouTube channel. I'll film the ride, but obviously it might be a while as yet because the weather here in the UK is not good. We've had a lot of ice and a bit of snow, and now it's raining, and so hopefully we'll get a day where it's dry, and we'll go for a little ride on it, and we'll run it in a little bit, make sure everything's all good, the gearbox and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll go from there. Obviously I need to get it MOT'd as well. But we'll take you around now. We're just going to show you what I've done and what we need to do still to get it finished. So yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, so it's looking good now. All the fairings are on the front, the nose cones, side fairings. I've still got to do the rear seat unit and all that, put all that on. And I've got to do the gear linkage and stuff like that. I'll go around and show you in a minute anyway. But yeah, it's all been machine polished. I use fast cut first. I use this little machine here, which is ideal, that is. That's an air tool, plug into my compressor. I use this fast cut polish first stuff, so you cut through it all, get all the, you know, the marks off. Then you use a machine polish afterwards. And that looked really nice actually. Does make quite a bit of difference. Surprising, get all those little sort of scratch marks out, those little light ones and stuff like that, little marks here and there. So it just makes it look so much better. It's definitely worth doing. So yeah, pretty happy with it now. Like I say, it's not a brand new fairing or nothing, or paint job. It's probably like 25-year-old paint job at least. But it has come up nice. I'm pretty happy with that actually. That's a lot better than I thought it would be. I need to change these. I've got these quick release bolts for it, but they're a bit too long, so I've had to put these big washers on them for now. But they'll be replaced soon when I have these big washers on there. So that'll look better. But yes, looking good. I've done all the rear brake now as well. So that's all been cleaned up, polished up. Got all new spring and stuff in here because that was well rusty. Got another new spring down here. Got all new seal kit in the master cylinder, so that's all done. Reservoir cap, that was a bit corroded up, looked a bit of a mess, so I sprayed that with the old trusty Hammerite. Good stuff, that, definitely recommend it. So you've got a new brake line on there as well. So you've actually got a rear brake now, which is great. So you've got front and rear brakes. Got an exhaust clamp, I'll put that back on for now. Obviously I still need to sort out the bracket as well from, you know, from here to there, to sort something out at some point. Not too worried about that at the moment. Actually new mirrors on there as well. And that's a new screen as well actually. The other screen had a bit of a scratch in it, so I just thought I'd replace it. So that's tidied that up. It's looking good. Actually, if I just let it down, I'll show you what it looks like on the top here, round on the clocks and that. So yeah, look really nice. Lovely, clean and tidy. Yeah, so the old cockpit looked pretty sweet, doesn't it? Love that, the old sort of style clocks. Really good. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll just show you what we've got to do. We need to do the rear set and the gear linkage, sort all that out now. I've actually had all that blasted actually, this gear lever, because that was a right mess. I'll chuck a picture of it up now actually, you will see what it was like. It was very rusty. So I had to have that blasted, and then I just sprayed it with Hammerite, so that's tidied that up. The gear linkage, I'm going to replace this because the ball joints are worn, so I bought another linkage there and these ball joints. Anything of these genuine ones, when they're fitted on, they're not bolted, they're like riveted, so you just need to get a grinder, basically grind off the rivet the other side and then just knock it through, so you get them off like that. and then you can put like a, you know, a linkage like this, what I'm doing. At least you have all good ball joints in, I ain't got play in them and everything. So sorry, we'll let you change gear and you've got all loads of play in your gear linkage. So yeah, now I just need to clean all these up like I've done the other side really, make it look nice. Yeah, new spring in here, like that's the old one that well rusted up, so just doing little bits like that make a hell of a difference. The indicators, I'm going to clean all these up and see what they come up like and replace these screws and stuff, clean all the threads up. If they come up good enough I'll fit them, if not I'm going to buy some new ones for it, we'll see. I did actually have a run-on fault with this because I got it all together and as you see in the last part, I think it was 7, wasn't it? No, 8. You saw it running, oh run alright, but then I started running it a few more times and sometimes it wouldn't start. It would take a few times, you know, kicks to start, then it would miss a little bit, so it weren't quite right. So I had a look, I took the carbs off and the actual one of the floats, the coating on the float would come off and there's loads of bits in the carb, so that's causing it to run a bit funny. So I bought a new float for it and replaced that, and at the same time I did put some new coils on. These are the old ones, but I put some high performance coils on from the tuning works, so new coils, new leads, new caps, so they've been all replaced as well now, and now it just runs sweet. So obviously I haven't ridden it yet, but you know, starting out, it starts like first kick now and it doesn't miss, and I've started it a few times, so I'm pretty sure that's sweet now. So it's all ready for a test ride once I get it MOT'd. But yeah, it's a lovely looking thing, isn't it? I do like the paint job, it just looks really nice and sort of retro, doesn't it? So yeah, great looking bike. Right, so I'm going to get on with a few bits and then we'll see you in a bit. Right, so we're doing well. Rear sets are all done and the gear linkage, so it's nice now, ain't got all that play and stuff in the linkage there, a lot better. New ball joints, got several new springs and that in here. It's just tidied it right up. Let's say you saw that, it's like before, bit of a mess. I was saying just give these a little bit of a sort of polish up and that. So yeah, it looks a lot better. So they're done. We've actually got the indicators on now. As you can see, they're working. So that's good. They come up quite nice actually, so I'm happy to fit them on. They're cleaned up well. So that part's all done. So what we're going to do now is put all the panels on around the seat unit, and we're nearly there. So here you go, it's all done. It's looking good. Got the seat unit on there now. And I sorted out the exhaust bracket as well. Just use a bit of aluminium plate that I found actually, what come with the bike, what they've used before, so I just bolted that to the standard hanger and it all worked out alright. So it's all looking good. So it's now ready to go for an MOT. I'm now literally going to take it down to Orwell's now, Orwell Motorcycles in Ipswich, so hopefully it will pass. I'm going to put it in my van though because there's peeing it down with rain, so I'll just chuck it in my van, get a ticket on it, and then as soon as I get a dry day I'll take it for a run and sort of run it in, check it all over, check for leaks, make sure the gearbox is alright. Yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. So yeah, we're nearly there. Just that test ride now. I say the test ride will be part 10, so keep an eye out for that, that'll be on my channel. I'll film the ride and that, but like I say, I've got to wait really for a dry day, so whenever that'll be. Hopefully it won't be too long. So it's here now being MOT'd, so hopefully it will pass with a bit of luck. So we're back from Orwell's. It's actually got a year's ticket now, so it's all passed. The only thing is, it has got a little advisory on the front brakes, so they've got a little bit of a bind on them. But if you remember, I didn't actually rebuild the calipers, they'd already been done, but I don't know how many years ago that was. So perhaps the seals have gone a little bit hard on them or something. So I'll strip them down, I'll get that sorted out. Nothing too major. At least it's got a ticket, I ain't got to bother taking it back or nothing. I'll just sort them out and then at least I can then take it out and road test it and that then. Run it in a bit, make sure it's all good. So this will be the end of part 9 now. I'll see you all in part 10. That will be the test ride. So next time I see you, that'll be, you know, me riding the bike basically. I'll film that. So big thanks to everyone that's been following the build. Really appreciate it. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. And what I'll do, I'll put a few pictures up at the end here, the bike, of it outside in the daylight, so you can have a bit of a better look at it. So yeah, thanks, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well actually. So I'll see you all soon.